EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Murray going to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, the guy just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it's caught by Parker. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. On first down, Holt. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
To throw on 2nd down. Holt. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the gun on 3rd down. Holt able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Trying to punch it in with Henry, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in the conference.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's the end of
that one goes for 30 yards. These two teams all tied after 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
shotgun now from Murray. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On 1st and 10, Holt. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Holt. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Holt. He'll look downfield for Waller, and unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Good coverage there holds them to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take it. Boy, he has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
The Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Holt. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Holt. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff looking right. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Operating from the gun. Murray, open man, Higbee, the tight end. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing again on second down. Murray, he's going to sling this, and this is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes the score Cardinals 14, Falcons 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
39-yard line.
From the gun, Holt. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Holt. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. A 1st down carry for Henry. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Holt. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
22-yard line.
Off the play fake. Holt. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up
2nd down following the incompletion. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
14.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Holt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the...
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Play fake. Murray. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
A gain of 31.
That goes for a gain of 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 16, Murray. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Devontae Parker. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Is good.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
Falcons.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw on 2nd down. Holt. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing now is Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead now 11, 24-13. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Holt. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted,
and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Operating from the gun. Holt. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Falcons 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Murray's pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Check.
Throwing on 1st down. Holt firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Holt. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He's back to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back to throw, Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Tonight's
a great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Falcons, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,